Hello to all traders and welcome back to another video sponsored by Orbex. We're looking at Bitcoin and Ethereum today after they seem to be in a bit of a bull run from the last few weeks. We've seen Bitcoin really start pushing towards that 25,000 barrier. Did actually touch it a few days ago before just being slightly off and having a little bit of a correction. But now the sign is if this cryptocurrency stays in this bull trend, we will see the $25,000 barrier being breached once again and then moving higher. So it's the first time since June the 13th that this has happened. And if you think about May and June's degradation in the Bitcoin space, we saw possibly their worst months of deterioration since June of 2011. So over 10 years since we saw these big declines and a 46% drop since the beginning of the year as well. But we have seen possibly what looks like a slight continuation to the upside. A lot of bulls are in hope that we will start seeing these big fresh highs like we have seen in the past. It's not really alien to us that we haven't seen another move to the upside as well. But we have to see that throughout the last few trading sessions, Bitcoin has kind of been trading between this low of just under 17,000 up until 22,000, approximately 22,500. And then after we pushed through that barrier, now we've been kind of doing a trend set between 22,500 up until 25,000. So we're moving in a couple of $1,000 cycles at the moment, but it has seen such a momentous upshift since that particular time. So let's get into the technicals then. So as I said, May and June looking really bearish and pushing prices right lower. As I said, a 10-year bad month cycle in that respect. But since then, we've seen this kind of slight potential in the cryptocurrency space, and it seems now with the assistance of the Ichimoku indicator, we have seen engulfment, which means that we could see another push to the upside, where we are seeing on the RSI a little bit of a slowdown, a bit of exhaustion there. So will this mean we will be in for a slight bearish divergence, especially if prices start falling lower and we still get a little bit of an upsurge? As you can see, there will be this kind of bearish divergence. So we'll see if that comes into play. But at the moment, it's looking quite positive for Bitcoin, especially for bulls looking for the end of the year as well. If we look on the 4-hour chart though, most interestingly enough, I'll just put it into a better perspective. As you can see here, with these higher highs and higher lows here that we've been seeing for the past few sessions, we are now in this kind of territory where are we going to see more of this in the near term? Well, at the moment we are capturing the top border of the Ichimoku cloud on the 4-hour chart, so it seems that we could be in for a nice move to the upside once again to test this $25,000 barrier. This will be quite a big psychological level for a lot of traders, because once we breach that, then we could see these fresh highs come into play once again. So it looks like that's something to keep an eye out for in the next few trading sessions. Obviously, we know from the past how fluctuated Bitcoin can be, so just keep an eye on that as well. Looking at Ethereum briefly, I just wanted to show you that this $1,000 jump that we've seen since these particular lows, we've seen a very firm support roughly just under the $1,000 handle. But now as we approach $2,000, which it was breached before this slight correction here, we are expecting another possible slight move lower and then another test at this $2,000 to breach it. Well, not only breach it, but move higher as well. So this is something to keep an eye out for Ethereum. A little bit more exciting than Bitcoin because it's got more of a confirmed bull trend, and this means that we could see more of an upside and possibly this V-shaped recovery that we well, from the last highs that we saw roughly at the end of April. So this will be quite significant as well, pushing over $3,000 as well. So that will be quite good. Looking on the 4-hour chart, we are seeing and being more notable now that there could be another move to the upside, because we do see a bounce off the top border of this Ichimoku cloud like we have done here as well. So as you can see, I'll just remove the drawing so we can get a bit more perspective on this 4-hour chart. So as you can see here, we are seeing nice patterns in the market emerging, and as I said, another push higher above this $2,000 range, and then we can see these fresh highs come into fruition. On the RSI, not too much in the way of divergences. If this was going to sink lower, we could see a hidden bullish divergence, but at the moment it's still looking bullish enough for prices to start moving even higher. So just keep an eye out for all the comings and goings on the cryptocurrency space, and to see if these bull runs continue. And join me tomorrow for the next video, where we look at the most influential market moves to give you the best opportunities, brought to you once again by Orbex. So thank you again for joining me, and we'll speak again tomorrow. Bye for now.